everybody.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Suzie.
I'm Mark.
Are
Mark
you?
Warren Roberts.
Oh, full name. Nice.
Well, I can show off because when I was little I couldn't say my R, so I was Warren Roberts.
Warren Roberts.
And I've got a little poorly puppy here.
Oh. She's
So
very comfortable. If
I
you're
haven't turned into a
watching,
granny with a blankie. There's a little Jack Russell here who's not very well. She
it's
had
a
a bit of a...
Jackawawa
Oh, yes, sorry.
full breed.
She had a bit of a stroke, we think.
A mini stroke.
And she was like a Zoolander. Couldn't turn the right. Oh no, that's left. Anyway, her left side's going a bit funny. But
Only today.
Yes.
She's had big long walks.
So she's in here.
She's having a little snug bug.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is episode 22, everybody. How exciting.
That's lucky, isn't it?
Is it?
When it's two
twos?
numbers, yes.
Is it? What's 22 in bingo? What do they say?
Two swans.
Have you just made that up?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Is that Belming again? We talked about Belming before.
22?
On the loo, 22.
I don't know what it is. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I moved. Sorry.
So what's been happening this week? We've had Comic Relief.
Yes.
Comic Relief happened.
8 million or something? Something massive again.
Oh, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is pretty amazing because it's Did I hear Lenny Henry started it with...
It's got to be 30... Is it 30 years?
Lenny Henry started it with the writer of... oh my God, what's the writer of Four Weddings and a Funeral called?
Richard.
Yes.
Him.
Come on. Oh my God. Anyway, I think it's 40 years old. I'm sure it's 40 years old.
40? Oh yeah, it probably is because we would remember it as kids probably.
Yeah. That's mad that they're still doing it.
I was only just born.
Because now with things like Just Giving, like people are always, I'm getting once a week I'm asked to donate for really good causes, but people don't. And now, back 40 years ago, there was only 4 channels. So
and
you
also,
did watch
40 years ago, you'd have had to make a telephone call on your landline.
Are you still... Oh, no, you do mobile now.
And someone physically would have to answer. Don't you remember seeing some of the old footage of Band-Aid and stuff like that? Where no one was ringing... Well, if you'd watch Bohemian Rhapsody, basically.
But they sometimes have celebrities that you might
but also no one was ringing in until Queen came on. Not the Queen. Queen the band.
Is that true?
Hardly I don't know, that was in Bohemian Rhapsody. I think it was fairly simple because they weren't going to have them because they were sort of like in the in-between phase, Queen, weren't they, of like not being super cool.
Yeah.
But obviously in a big stadium, they're just the ultimate band to have on, and nobody, all the other cool bands were on, and everybody's like,
Who would be the ultimate band for you now? Who would you go see? Yeah. We saw the Foo Fighters. They were brilliant, but we were bloody miles away at Wembley.
No,
where were we?
No,
Olympic Park.
Yeah. It didn't really matter. It was something like, I think we've got a big stadium like sound like that. It doesn't actually matter so much. It's when you've just got a single performer and they rely on the visual of like dancers. So
who else would you want to see? Communards, obviously.
Oh, I don't know. Big bands.
Well,
I think like back in the day, someone like U2 or someone like that would have been quite cool.
Coldplay.
Definitely not Coldplay.
I'm going to grab my tea.
So yes, she doesn't really like us moving. I don't know why. Well, who would you have?
Stevie Wonder is back playing this summer. No, I know, but you know how much I love him.
Artist?
That was my biggest regret. It's not seeing David Bowie live and Stevie Wonder. But then I saw it was like Hyde Park, and it's like 400 quid.
Yeah, well, we looked ages ago. Do you remember? He was. I'm going to say 5 years, but it's probably about 8 years ago. He probably last played there, and that was quite...
I think I might just see if I can get tickets, just because, how many more years is he going to be touring? We saw Billy Joel last summer. He was awesome.
You say we. I didn't get...
No, you didn't. It was me and my daughter. My daughter and I. And then we're seeing Dizzy Rascal in April.
Yes.
In
Not
Amsterdam.
Invited either to that.
Oh, Suzie.
Thanks very much. It's okay.
Oh, Suzie.
Whatever. I don't need to go.
Okay.
For a fun weekend.
No.
Away.
No, so it won't be fun. A lot of work.
Well, me and Flynn are going to have to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
We might go to like Ibiza for a long weekend, just go crazy.
Let's go clubbing. Nice.
Yes, so Comic Relief, very good causes and lots of fun. We had, on Gladiators, we had 2 guys came up. So Paul Bradley, I think his name was, he used to be in EastEnders. I can't remember his character, but he was in EastEnders, and him and another actor came on and they did like a whole like comedy sketch spoof things during our filming, and they've done that on the new BBC Gladiators now.
Kabaddi G,
yes, very cool.
Yeah,
he had leopard print pants over the top.
Oh, did he? Yeah, nice. He's classy.
Quite funny. Yes. So can't believe lots of money raised. Very good. Very, very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Suzie approves. Everyone carry
on.
on.
Very good. I do like that. But I think when they show you what the money is going to, and you hopefully believe that all that money will be going, it is very emotional.
Like you've just been laughing, and then suddenly you're like almost crying, and then you're laughing again. It's very.
But that's how it works, isn't it?
Just as emotional. What's the program we watched with Stephen Graham?
So Adolescence. So I was going to get onto that. So obviously, Comic Relief. The other person who did something amazing was Jamie Lang, who was made in Chelsea. How many ultras? He did 150 miles. He did in 5 days. And he was broken at the end. So he obviously broken physically, but also emotionally, mentally, and everything. Yeah, so he's broke down. He's a very emotional chap, and that's what a lot of the chat in the news is about. How he actually was quite comfortable and open, and wants more men specifically to talk about their emotions and be a bit more. And that's what I think the adolescence thing was also about. That sort of whole.
We've only seen episode 1.
We've only seen episode 1, but there's obviously a lot of feedback. Or I don't know what's the word.
Response.
Yes, response.
Look at me with my mature words.
Ish. That's sort of the right word.
Okay.
Of people, even one of the co-writers on it, he's been trolled basically, and people saying all sorts of horrible things about him because it just stirs up.
I never get this.
Lots of rants from people.
These
other
people that write in.
Yeah.
If you don't fucking like it, don't watch it.
Well, that's the whole point. But that's why people are so safe and feel that not safe, but like they feel like they can say things because they're not physically having to go up to someone face to face and do it. They can hide weekly
behind social media
through their phone, computer, whatever.
Person just, if you didn't like it, just turn it off.
It's not so much they don't like it; they just don't like.
The concept, the storyline. The
storyline's pretty gruesome. And then again, there's a whole racial issue come into it, saying that the lead character, why is it a white person? And it's like, well, if it and thankfully, people within the Muslim community and other communities are going, well, look, if you had a black kid or a Muslim kid, or whatever, you just go, oh, Ginger. It's them. It's just them. They're all like it. They're all, this is coming from that community. Whereas because it's a white, normal like kid on a council estate or whatever, it's making everybody go, wow, okay.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
That wasn't even.
People go really quite deep into things.
But I think because it's such a, we have only watched one episode, so we can't say. But it's such a shocking.
You can't find words today.
No, shocking raw subject matter.
Yes,
and it sort of it brings up that whole. There's a word called MAGA. Is it MAGA? Make America Great Again? Or they say MAGA? I don't know how to say
MAGA,
it.
yeah.
A MAGA man. So it's that type
is that what they're going on about?
Whether the kid, I think further down the line, the kid's obviously sort of not influenced, but influenced like people like that, which is why it's like a hate crime against. It's all that sort of stuff.
Oh.
So it's the MAGA man, the Andrew Tate of the world. This whole group of people that I can't even talk about.
Put him on your list.
Absolutely not. Actually, I would. No, not him. But take him on to put him in a chokehold or like give him a bit of taste of his own medicine, bullying people. So he's a bully. Elon Musk is just a nerd who's getting away with,
very wealthy nerd.
Yeah, wealthy nerd, but he's still a nerd who's just getting away with doing whatever he wants to do because he's got loads of money. 14 kids. Elon Musk has got 14 children.
Jesus, do you think he knows all the names?
No, well, they're all called
1, 2, 3. They're
probably all called Tesla. 1, Tesla 2.
Suzie, see what you've done there. Power bank.
Trump has got like multiple children and wives and random people that he slept with. I might have some
secret children I haven't told you about.
Okay.
Just putting it out there.
Okay.
Well, if you see
you barely remember what year group, how old our kids are now, or what school or where they live.
That's what I mean. If you see a freckled kid walking around slightly strawberry blonde, you think
it's got to be yours, has it?
Could be.
Well, you're such a rare breed.
Exactly. Do they have rare breeds?
Have you seen other ginger people in where we live, around this area?
No, we're banned. They're only allowed one in each borough.
You've got to spread you out across the land because
one in each borough
to keep the gingers.
And
equal.
Also,
when I can't speak. What's going on?
Because also the biggest issue apparently is when the sun comes out. Because we reflect.
Are you like vampires?
No, the sun reflects off our ginger hair and can cause all sorts of road traffic accidents.
Like bushfires?
Yes, all sorts of bushfires. It's very true.
Ginger bushfires.
I don't even really
That's
appreciate
a whole other podcast. Ginger bushfires.
Nice.
So we have had a very exciting week as well. First of all,
yes.
It was my birthday.
Very good. 35.
Thank you. 35.
Yes, backwards. What?
I did say to someone the other day, 35 in the middle. I'm not 35. Am I, you moron? I didn't say that out loud.
That was nice.
I did think.
Speaking to your mother again.
No, it was actually someone's. And then, so yes, we spent the day, my birthday, watching Flynn play rugby.
Which has happened before.
And
very stressful.
It was fine. It was okay up until in the group stages. It was okay. I was okay, mainly because they won them all. But then you get to the knockout stage, and then that's really like life or death.
But do we get more involved than other parents? I mean, obviously we love sport, but we can only go by the other parents on the sideline, and they're the same. They're all
everybody's stressed. But I think it depends if you've. I think there's two sort of parenting roles. Ones who actually understand what it feels like to be in their situation. Right. And I've never played rugby, but I've obviously done other sports, so in a competitive level. So you know what it feels like. You know how they're. You can. We're sort of like I feel every cell in my body is doing it with them because I understand emotionally, physically what's going on. I feel like I've played.
Oh yeah, end of Wednesday we came back. We were noodled.
Absolutely,
we just about made it to the pub for your pub dinner.
We did in between the group stage and knockout stage. Managed to go to the pub.
Oh, that was nice. And in the evening.
And then we went to the pub mainly because Flynn hadn't eaten all day because he'd just been living off jelly babies and flapjack or whatever because they can't eat while they're doing 7 matches or whatever it was. And then just go to the pub just because it was my birthday and no one wanted to cook or do anything as well. So
do you like birthdays?
Do I like birthdays? I do. I prefer other people's birthdays.
Do you?
Yeah, I get more excited for other people's birthdays. Because I'm a giving, loving person.
Oh, Suzie, you're such a giver.
No, I get excited for other people's birthdays. I buy my own. I think I just
get excited about the presents?
I do.
Oh, bloody hell.
I had lovely presents.
Yes, I know you had lovely presents, but there was a delay then.
No, I don't mean it like that. I don't get excited like a
kid at Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not because I don't enjoy it. I get a bit embarrassed people giving me presents.
What? Your family?
Well, yeah, I feel a bit like I don't. I'm 53 years old.
Self-worth.
No, not at all.
Oh.
Not at all. I just. My opinion on Christmas as well. Like I find it so
yes, I mean we do buy a lot of presents. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's too much because I get asked all the other people around the world.
She doesn't like this
to get Christmas presents. So when people ask what you want for your birthday, it's all on you, and I'm a bit like. I don't want. I'd rather, as you do a lot of the time, you buy me presents throughout the year. It's not like just one day. It's a whole year for my birthday. Rings, Thank you.
Plugs.
That's just for you.
Thank you.
That's your own presents.
Thank you.
But yeah, presents. Rather than just all the pressure, I think of one day, it's quite. Well, other people love it. Rather than go, yeah, I'd like this, I want that, and that's not because they're greedy.
One thing I don't think we do enough of
is buy me more presents.
Oh God. Is buy more dogs. No, is actually go like mini breaks. I will see people going on mini breaks. I know social media is not very healthy because people only post exciting things rather than got up and had diarrhea today. Sorry.
Did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you do what I mean? I think we should do that. Like we should go to Barcelona.
But I feel like that would happen. But it's very difficult because...
No, so you get stressed with these logistics.
No, not at all. Because... Flynn is still... I still feel, like we've talked about before with the kids, it's such a short window of time that they are, as soon as they go off to uni or leave school, it's just a completely different...
True.
Lifestyle. So I'm sort of thinking, well, maybe like a year and a bit and a half, and then he's not going to want to hang around with us as much.
It's the filth. It's the Babylon.
It's the parenting police coming going, look after your child. Jesus, it's all kicking off.
All out.
It's all kicking off.
It's the Rozzers. Where's that come from? Rozzers. Anyway.
So I'm waiting for that to happen maybe like in a year.
Okay.
So every weekend we're going to be going away.
Well, nice.
Pretty much. We need to get the gym up and running.
Okay.
But yes, I think I agree. But I think, it's easier to do. And also, it's just dogs and everything. We don't have to go on a plane.
I'm getting love looks.
You are. It's because you've got the fluffiest blanket in the world.
She does look like a fox.
There is a fox terrier that does look like a long-legged...
I bet people must have a fox as a pet somewhere.
Well, we know people who feed them in their gardens and they come up to their back door and... We live in the house, but
no. Okay.
Do you remember we had a fox came into our old house?
Oh yeah, but then when they had fox pee on the carpet, And what I don't get with foxes is when they find rubbish, they half eat it and then they shit on it. And so the smell, sometimes I go around the park and pick up litter in the morning when I'm
sometimes
jogging,
you go around the park and just find fox poo.
And I forget and I pick up a little bit and I'm like, oh, what did I do that for?
It's so pungent.
That's good word.
Pungent.
Well done.
Can you say that? Pungent. With a pungent, yes, it's very, very, very distinctive smell. And Ziggy likes to roll
What I saw, talking about pungent and putting things in the bin, do you remember I sent you that picture where they changed litter to clitoris on the bin? I showed you a picture. Someone had changed the lettering in the park. They'd put some white paint. I thought it was very clever. Very good English.
We shall see. We shall see. So, gym opening. We did our official opening. So after my birthday, very important day, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
We had our official gym launch.
Well, what's amazing, as I did mention, PS is 25 years, and it's the first time I've ever done one because of your influence.
Well, as I explained as well. Yes, I do like organising party and events, but also because I just feel it's around the corner. If you were up in London, I probably wouldn't have done it because I don't know.
Well, you haven't done it before.
Well, because
you weren't
I'm not involved. I'm not really involved as much. I'm sort of on the peripheral.
Good word.
I'm just saying, like you, periphery. Whereas because it's literally around the corner, I'm there all the time. Well, I feel more involved. I know all the team. I know what's going on. I know how it works, and also we know a lot of people because it's in our local area. Whereas I don't know anyone. I didn't know any of your network in London town. So yeah, I know it was good. It was. I mean, unfortunately, you always. I had quite a lot of people on the invite, and obviously, last minute, lots of people can't make or whatever. And I was slightly worried that there was going to be not enough space for me to stand.
No, it did all right. So
but yes, it was perfect because we had about 30 people, maybe.
Yeah, it's good. Well done, Captain.
So no, it was really nice. It was just also a really nice way to see lots of people that we haven't seen for a while, all in one place.
True.
And all the team turned up, and it was great, and everybody chatted, and it was very, very nice. Although I went down to clear up, so we had prosecco. I don't know what's happened to my arse. I'm going to prosecco, and obviously just left everything because we went to the pub. And went down Saturday morning to...
There was a slight aroma.
There was a lot of a faint aroma of Prosecco in the gym. And I was trying to, get all the bottles out of the gym without people seeing. Because it's not a good advert. We're like, hi, welcome to our gym. We're all alcoholics. Let's just put this in the car. Yes. So I was trying to tidy up. And I was a bit like...
Good job. Nice.
But it's going to be good. So park run is massive, isn't it?
Well, there's obviously the first park run was in Bushy Park, which is around the corner. And then we've got one just up the road, literally starts 400 metres or so up the road. So we get lots of people going forward and back.
So that's going to be a good one. I said when I was down there on Saturday, there were lots of people after sort of about 9:30ish.
Yes, depending on the speed they run.
Yeah, but it's from 9:30 on, you'll get all the sort of faster people, and then
that's an amazing success park run.
Yeah, so I think that's a good
they
one
got in trouble, didn't they? Not in trouble, but they had to change the format about, was it the rankings? I can't remember. It was all getting ultra competitive or something. But it's up to you, isn't it? It's like, because you get your little chip, don't you? And you get the time you've got, and it compares it to your other times. And
I think it was also, if people didn't start, or you know what I mean, or people got in the way, and it was all getting a bit argy, and it's like,
and then they limited the youngest age, didn't they? And
this is like family.
But CrossFit is trying to sell now as well. That's another one that's got a bit of trouble with. A couple of people died, and
well, again, because people take anything that you take to an extreme. So even with parkrun, people take to an extreme. They'll do, alphabetical. I think Kelly Holmes was trying to work her way through the alphabet of parkruns.
Oh, that's cool.
I think, and then she had to stop for whatever reason. I think she had an injury or something. So, but then people I saw a guy going to our one up the road. I think he had a T-shirt on that said 500 or 200 or something.
I've seen 250.
A lot of 100.
Yeah. Good effort.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's hardcore. But it has been going quite a while. How long has it been going?
Oh, yes.
10 years?
Long. Wendy and Duncan have been the original.
10 years, do you think?
More.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
So, yeah, parkrun. And then do we have any Mark's bits?
Well, it's about running, actually.
Okay.
And, sorry, are you getting hot?
Sorry, Ziggy's just manoeuvring herself. For the people who are listening at home,
we've often said it when we watch people running. Sometimes a lot of them look like they're in severe pain. And I get why people run, because sometimes it's a really nice release, or they're trying to get fitter, or they're trying to lose weight. But I often think I wish they just stop, because their posture is so poor. They're rounded and so on. And we were talking about there's a sorry, dog's coming down.
Dog on the loose. Anything could happen.
And I was listening to a podcast, Huberman, who I'm sure lots of people have heard of, and he had a guy called Stuart McMillan, who's an athletics coach, a sprint coach. And he was talking about skipping, and he doesn't mean skipping rope, he means just skipping.
Like a child in the playground almost.
Yes, so actually intervalling, like doing 30 seconds of skipping, like skipping along the road, because the advantage of that is you're loading, it's a plyometric, but a mild plyometric exercise. And so it got me thinking about the biggest reason why elderly people fall is they don't have the strength to react to loads as they trip off a curb or so on. So the importance of keeping eccentric strength, that strength when the muscle's actually having to lengthen, so as you step down off anything or if you drop off anything. Right, sorry.
Dog. Pause. Dog, annoying dog. She's going for a little pace around.
She does this. A bit confused now. So yeah, the importance of actually loading and doing... So I'd rather some people, rather than just plodding away...
Yeah.
So the advantage of skipping, we talked about this earlier, is you get your knee behind your hip.
Yeah.
So you get recruitment of the glute. It also opens you up posturally, you change, all the good stuff. But at the same time, you're loading yourself eccentrically. And this guy was saying, which is a very interesting fact, is the difference between elite and normal athletes, there's not much difference between their concentric strength. So what they could squat, let's say.
Yeah.
But there's a huge difference between what they can load eccentrically. So the elite athletes have this ability to really take huge amounts of load and then basically react off the floor and boing off it.
But that's what I think. When we were going to track and I was back in the day doing a little bit of shot put training, I had
that stopped
very stiff back, and so when we were doing like even just a warm up thing, I would skip because I actually found it was easier on my back because I'm originally quite springy, so I found that was actually less jarring on my back. And that's what you just see people just like going along, plodding along. So I swim this morning. I literally went down to the gym this morning. I was on treadmill just doing my hill walks and looking out, watching everybody go by, which was lovely. And this girl was running and I was like, wow, it just looks so... I've never seen anyone running smiling.
No, I know what you mean.
Very rarely.
Well, unfortunately, it's normally the good athletes that look, their foot contact time is really sharp and they're just bouncing along and they look great.
I can see, but relaxed running is fine. But very rarely do you see people actually having a conversation or chatting or laughing or smiling. I mean, on a bike.
I'm coming back.
I'm just going
to put the
dog
outside.
Pause.
Because she's just slightly losing it.
Pause. Oh, do you just drop her?
Slightly. She didn't put her feet down.
I'm not surprised.
Sorry about that.
Confused. Coming back in.
Sorry, callers.
Sorry, Blair. You're going to have to edit Mark's
not
big
really.
Fat bottom out the way.
It was not fat.
So yes. Okay, so Mark's bits.
Yeah, that's so the importance of actually eccentric loading, especially, as we've all got kind of slightly older parents.
Explain to people eccentric loading.
Basically, the ability to control yourself as you drop off something. So running.
Cliff.
Huh?
Drop off a cliff.
So, just
your reaction.
Running is eccentric. So lots of people, when they go skiing the first time or haven't done anything else, their legs are absolutely in bits after day one because of the eccentric means muscle lengthening. So when you're skiing, your muscles are actually lengthening every time that you turn, and then you have to ask them to contract. So that's why walking downhill is more painful for people than going uphill. So to condition that, you need to do eccentric loading, and the only real way you can do that is to run, really. And the problem with that is a lot of people aren't fit enough or strong enough to run and then expect to go skiing for a week and wonder why they're absolutely smashed after day 2. But yes, the eccentric stuff. So doing tiny little hops and tiny little bounds and tiny little drops off steps is so important. Tendon strength to stop yourself falling. Obviously,
and balance, isn't it? So if you drop off something, you've got to balance and your ankle's got to be stabilised to actually control it.
So I'm a big fan of
so
skipping.
Everybody go drop off stuff.
Skipping, bounding.
Skip.
Don't just plod.
I saw, again, skipping with that, a headmaster, I think it's a headmaster in a school.
Oh.
Skipping, like with the little kids, like literally along the corridor, and because
Okay.
little girls and little, generally boys sometimes too, but they'll
Like
just
a skip. Yeah.
They just skip everywhere. It's like a really little happy little skip rather than just walk. So
But yes, that
everybody
would
go
be
back
my
to
advice.
childhood skipping.
Don't just plod away, because you tend to, when people get tired running, they just end
So
up
what
in the
you say,
same.
like almost like intervals, like do a little bit of running, do a little bit of skipping.
I always said you got to get fit to run rather than run to get fit. You know, it's 3-4 times your body weight every time you land just jogging. That's a lot of force. If you haven't got that conditioning, something's going to give. Achilles, knees, hips, back, whatever. So, you know, normally when I get people to start running, they might run for a minute, walk for 2. But there's no reason why you couldn't skip for 30 seconds
That's what
and
I mean.
walk.
Mix it up. I find that
and
more
it will
interesting.
entertain everyone on their dog walks.
Much more interesting for me.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of that because it also gets you posturally really nice and upright.
Are you going to be doing this in your faster class?
I'll be teaching
small group sessions starting, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got, what's our motto?
Fatter, farter,
slobbier, yeah.
Fitter, stronger,
yes,
faster,
yes,
better.
Yes. All those 3 together.
So yes,
faster.
Yeah, so we got yes. Everyone thinks I'm trying to make them all into track athletes. It's not. It's trying to make people be able to have the strength to be able to play tennis, paddle, run.
Anything involves
whatever.
running,
Play with your
moving.
kids.
Yeah.
Play 5-a-side.
Catch
whatever
kids
it is
before they fall off.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember you taking our children when they were small, mainly Amber, to teach them how to ride a bike. We had those like little bikes without pedals.
Oh, they were brilliant, weren't they?
And then, but she never could wait for the signal to go. So she'd just go when she felt like it. I remember, thankfully, I don't think I was there. But she just sort of set off down a very steep hill at speed.
Oh, yes. Good crash.
But she wouldn't wait.
Yeah.
Luckily on grass. But she's a good cyclist now. Still got her head in. No, well, not. Yeah, that was once. Her wrist. Oh,
okay.
A little bit of a risk, but okay. Suzie shout out today is really just everybody who came to our gym launch, because it was lovely to see everybody, and everybody make the effort to come and support us. Both invited people who've either shown an interest, former clients, new clients, local friends, and people who've been very supportive or listened to us go on about it for a while.
Exactly.
Whatever.
And it's quite nice now, because it is local. You start to kind of coordinate with other little small businesses and stuff. It's nice.
And that's the whole point, isn't it? Trying to get.
But I have realised now, with
build a community.
If I'm trying to do any work with the door open, not a chance. It's lovely. If you want to just sit and chat to people, brilliant.
But we were sitting out. We were sitting outside because the weather was really nice for a couple of days, wasn't it? And we got our little granny deck chairs sitting out the front. I did feel like I was sitting outside a caravan park or something.
Yes.
Caravan or something. And sitting outside with our laptops, looking like we're doing some work. And lots of people stopping, and that guy passed by, didn't he? He stopped, and because I was eating my lunch, I said
Brad.
Morning, and then I realised it was like 1:45 or something. So we had a little bit of a joke about that, and then
you guys,
so funny. And he was American. He's called Brad. I think we think.
Yes,
anyway,
I think he was Brad.
Not Brad Pitt, unfortunately. He's just here.
Very short.
So yeah, it was just starting those little hello communication stuff, and then he was really interested.
Quite interesting.
And then today I was down there, and this girl stopped. She'd been for a run along the river. The door was locked because I was actually on the treadmill, but people can't see in until they come right up to the door.
Yeah.
So she sort of came up to the door because she saw the fridge and wanted to buy a drink because she wanted some water.
Yeah.
She said, I just want some water. I said, have you got any bottles of water? I said, no, I haven't got coconut water. I said, well, we've got a water fountain. So I just gave her a cup of water. And then
very nice.
Started having a chat.
You're a giver, aren't you, Suzie?
And then she took the thing, and I said, we're doing group classes, and that's all it's about. And she was very thankful because I allowed her to drink fresh filtered water.
Nice.
I was like, there's a whole bloody river there, love. Go and get a drink.
Hey, Suzie.
I didn't.
Don't want to be like that.
You're
not like that, Suzie. You're not like that.
So that's us for today. Episode 22.
2
Over
swans.
and out.
Yes.
2 what?
Bingo.
It's happy hour.
Is it? Tits out for the lads.
You've got pink. I copied you. I didn't really mean to. Yeah. Both got black tops with bright pink. You've got bright pink beaver.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got happy
it's
hour.
Actually a marmot, Suzie. Why do you have to bring the tone down?
Because
it's a marmot.
I'm doing it with you. We did actually ask Flynn to be on this podcast, but he didn't want to.
No,
not yet.
He said not until Amber's done it.
Honestly, these kids.
Yeah.
Ask one thing.
See?
One thing of them.
I know. And you made them a roast dinner.
Roast dinner. Had his friend over all afternoon.
See?
He was absolutely lovely. Actually, we were saying that, weren't we? That's one more little thing just to say. It was how nice our kids' friends are.
I think it's a very good marker of what the kids are actually like.
What our kids are like?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, don't you? Because if
our kids are amazing.
No, but they're just nice people.
But did you have...
I don't mean our kids. I mean the people they bring round.
Well, also, yeah.
I mean, I was a bit more rebellious. So, but no, you know, most of my mates that I've known since 13.
All your friends from school years are all really lovely people.
Well, there's
the ones but the ones you're close to and the ones you spend time with, and the ones that they're like family to you, aren't they?
Family.
Because you grew up living with each other pretty much all the time.
See?
And I think that's the same. Our kids spend a lot of time at their school. And so they're a big family, and they go to Saturday school. So
what's the saying? If you can't work out who the arsehole in the room is, it's normally
you.
Exactly. Don't point at me. But I do think, well, yeah. I think you can tell a lot by a person by the type of friends they have. You know, if you meet people and you go, well, that bloke's a cock, then he's a cock.
But maybe it's like charity work.
What? You have
like,
to have one
it's like one ginger.
And what's the ratio? Out of like how many nice friends do you have to have one cock?
I think it's like 1 in 10.
Oh, is it that much?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I thought it could be a bit lower.
Or a bit higher.
We were talking about oxygen thieves. What did Brian, the pole vault coach, say? Well, I call them oxygen thieves, people who just... Or energy sappers. No, there's something like that. But
life drainers.
Life drainers. Just keep away from them.
Yeah, well, I think as you get older, you can cull more people. Not physically cull them, but just... I've often heard lots of celebrities being interviewed and they go,
I've got one or two really close friends, that's perfect for me.
And I think that is it, that you know your true friends. If something happens or like there's some traumatic experience, it's very obvious
because you know
who your friends are. The
That's
people who come to you and support
ring?
You without having to ask. People who just know that you need them.
Yes.
I think that's a mark of true friends and nice people.
What a lovely way to finish, Susie.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And
Thanks,
we are those friends. If anybody needs us, please do reach out. I just said that.
You hate that.
No, I hate the expression. That's like
what's the other ones you don't like? Business sayings. Let's reach out.
Circle back.
Circle back.
Oh, why? It's just so cheesy and American. Hate it.
Susie, don't be like that. You're a giver.
I am. We just don't need to say that.
Okay. Over and out.
Ciao.